Welcome back, everyone. Toyshiz here, and I am back yet again to give you guys another fresh look. And today, we're going to be checking out the brand new McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse 2-pack, featuring two awesome, fan-favorite, goofy superheroes. We have Ted Kord's Blue Beetle, and of course, Booster Gold. And they look awesome in their window packaging. You can see all the accessories. They come with a base. I'm very stoked on this one. And of course, these ones come more from the more modern takes on Booster Gold and Blue Beetle, which is not a problem. They're very classic-ish looking characters anyways. They got the suits, so yeah, you can go whatever iteration you want. Here is the barcode as well. Now, they haven't hit store shelves just now, and this one came from the McFarlane online toy shop. So, this is going to be fun. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a nice hot cup of coffee. This is a look at the brand new DC Multiverse Blue and Gold, Booster Gold, and Blue Beetle by McFarlane Toys. And while I got all you BFFs here, I just want to say thanks so much for always checking out my YouTube videos. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. Old toys, new toys, daily news updates. I guarantee you'll find something here that you like. Now, let's talk some Booster Gold and Blue Beetle. As far as the accessories go, you get a clip-on effect blaster for Booster Gold. You only get one. However, it does look good clipped on. I love a good clip-on accessory right there. Make sure it stays. You can use it on either hand, but two would have been nice, just like the trading card. And it is done nicely, although I would have preferred more of a yellow to kind of fit better with the colors of Booster Gold. You do get a more modernish, we'll say, iPhone, right? Cell phone, and the hand is molded good enough for him to hold it. I actually like that. I don't know why. I like characters that come with cell phones to take selfies. Who knows? But it's very simple, yellow and black. And then we have Skeets, Booster's trusty sidekick. He's got a little hole in the bottom. You can peg him in to the actual base and use this little doohickey right here, and it simply just pops right on there. Skeets is nice for what it is. I would have loved to have had some way to attach him more to Booster, have him maybe zooming around him, something like that, because otherwise, unless he's on the base, you can just use Booster's open hand to hold him. And that's not really that exciting, right? I mean, come on. But I'll give it to him. It does look good on the base, and at least he's kind of floating. However, it's just kind of weird. Now for Blue Beetle's accessories, you just get one. You have his Beetle gun, his Beetle grapnel, whatever you want to call it. And it's a very cool, futuristic looking Blue Beetle gun. Very cool. Right out of the comics. He can zip right up if he's trying to climb a building. Nice paint overall. However, I wish this part could come out because it looks awkward when he's just kind of holding it just like that. Something more along the lines of a removable grapnel would have been more ideal. Just pointing that out. Now, in terms of the figures, you have Booster Gold, and I really like the head portrait they got going on this guy. He's got that really cool Booster Gold smirk. You know, he's the showboat. He's very cool. You got the blonde hair. Now, a lot of people were saying, oh, I wish the goggles were see-through on both the characters. Yeah, I think it's fine on this. For McFarlane Toys, for doing a different take, you can always go back and get the DCUC classics from Mattel. But yeah, I like the paint going on the face. That looks very cool. And the other part being that he has a more modern articulation on both of them. He has his Legion of Superheroes ring, which is not too shabby at all. The gold on the costume is more of a yellow, and I don't mind that at all. I know his name is Booster Gold, but he is depicted in more of a light yellow and back in the 90s with Doomsday. I don't mind the color at all, blue and yellow. However, right here, if I had to nitpick, of course, the boots and then you have the paint really don't match up well, and you can't spin the boots, so it's very off. It's okay on one side, but this other side, as you can see, he's got peg holes on the bottom. Also, in the articulation, it's pretty solid. Like I said, it's that updated articulation. It'll work with you. His more diaperish kind of articulation kind of gets hung up in the legs. It just kind of gets stuck from time to time, we'll just say, as you can clearly see when moving around. It goes back to normal once you kind of situate it, but yeah, you get the idea. He's got a nice ab crunch, he's got the butt flaps. Overall, the articulation is pretty solid. It's just that on this particular figure, as opposed to Blue Beetle, which you'll see the diaper just tends to work better. At the top of the shoulders, it gets kind of gappy. He's got his butterfly joints, they'll move around. But yeah, right there at the top of the shoulders, you can see it. You can see the ball joints, and it's not too attractive, but you can kind of move it up, kind of work with it a little bit if you want to pose him in that vanilla style. Blue Beetle looks fantastic. No qualms, right? I got a big qualm. I'll show you in just a second. But hey, that's why we're here today, right? On the goggles, you kind of have a little blemish of paint. It's not too big a deal. But overall, the figure is painted pretty well. I got to give it to him. I like the blues to the dark blues. And as you can see right here in the crotch, yeah, that works a lot better as it breaks it up. He's got the belt and then he has the lines, and it really does work a whole lot better than boosters for whatever reason. But as you can clearly see, we got some issue on the butterfly joints right there. The line work, the black paint goes all the way around, looks nice. You got a little hiccup of paint right there. Not too big a deal because we got a bigger deal on one of the shoulders right here. As you can clearly see, he is missing the disc that goes in for the butterfly joints on that side. Now, I'm not going to sit here and go, oh my god, terrible figure, get rid of it. No, I'm going to show you what to do in a constructive way in case this ever happens to you. Lo and behold, yeah, this does happen to people that talk about figures on YouTube. This hasn't happened to me before, but we're going to figure it out together. So what I would recommend doing if this happens, if you ordered from the online store, is that you can go to your email and get the contact information and email them back, or go to their McFarlane store, go down to the customer service support right there, click on that, and then you can read about wrong, incomplete, damaged, or defective items. Now, all you have to do is email store@mcfarlane.com. Make sure you include the order number of which you ordered, right? Send them some photos. Clearly just go, hey, here, number 1, number 2, number 3, bullet pointed out for him. Say, in my case, he's missing the butterfly joint, right? He's got that piece. It gets too gappy. Let them know in detail as much as you can, right? Because a lot of people that kind of do this thing, they're not going to know exactly what you mean. And it helps to be a little bit more descriptive, but in a nice way. You know what I'm saying? And I will tell you that butterfly joints missing is one thing, but little hiccups, minor incongruities on paint, it's not going to be a big deal. But again, for this matter, I will be emailing them, and then hopefully they send me a replacement, or they refund my money and I will get them at the store. If you're at the store, whenever these come out and you have this problem, you always just return to the store and hopefully you can exchange. So I will tell you this, stay tuned in a later video for the exciting outcome of what happens with my Blue Beetle's missing part, right? But anyways, back to the video. So you got some nice articulation. It's the same body type as Booster Gold, just a couple differences, obvious differences here and there with the head and of course the diaper, but that's a solid looking Blue Beetle. I'm very happy to see that. It's just a total bummer that that had to happen because I actually really like this figure. I think he looks great. He's that classic Ted Cord Blue Beetle, and he's alive, right? No thanks to Maxwell Lord at all. That was definitely horrifying, right, at the end of that comic. But yeah, just the fact that there is a 2-pack featuring Booster Gold and Blue Beetle in this day and age, that's awesome. Oh yeah, and there's totally a base that comes with these two as well, and you could say it's Ted Cord's laboratory or something that Booster Gold is at, whatever, just it's Ted Cord's laboratory, who cares? It's got pegs, so you can peg them in and get them all standing. Not much to see on the flip side, but this little port right here is what I was talking about, and you can just fit Skeets' little stand right there, and you got yourself a cool looking stand. And these figures, like I said, I'm very happy with them overall, regardless of the little hiccup, which we will take care of simply by contacting them and getting a replacement, because they're just a whole heck of a lot of fun. Look at that. You could take a little photo of them taking a photo of themselves, and then this guy had to show up. Now, just to tell you, right, this was my first instance of Booster Gold and Blue Beetle. In fact, a lot of DC characters that weren't Batman and Superman, right? This was horrifying to me when Doomsday showed up and took down all these Justice Leaguers. And then, of course, you had Blue Beetle, looking like Spider-Man in some instances, and Doomsday just annihilated him. He annihilated everybody. But you saw the camaraderie between Booster Gold and Blue Beetle, and of course, seeing his friend get beaten to a bloody pulp, rushes in and single-handedly tries to take on Doomsday himself. Now, spoilers, it really don't go well for him and most of the team. But I will tell you this, McFarlane Toys, just say, to make up for the missing part, if anything, right? If you wouldn't mind making a Guy Gardner so that I had someone to throw a Booster Gold at. Just saying, right? But yes, as my first foray into Booster Gold and Blue Beetle, it was at the hands of Doomsday beating them to a bloody mess. But yeah, these are two awesome characters. And speaking of other DC characters, it's a lot of fun seeing Batman and Superman lined up with these two. Now, I will tell you this, for this particular Batman, I think he fits with Blue Beetle and Booster Gold, and I think that it's really awesome to see Bruce Wayne and Ted Kord having a conversation. Unfortunately, because I really like this Sunsoft Superman, he's entirely too short. So they need to do a redo on Superman, of course. And it's just really funny, give him the evil stare down to Booster Gold. But I digress. As always, scale in the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse definitely still needs to be improved upon. So that is going to wrap it up for my look at the brand new DC Multiverse McFarlane Toys Booster Gold and Blue Beetle 2-pack. Again, it's really fun that they did this 2-pack. I really enjoy all the accessories. Yeah, there's a hiccup with Blue Beetle, but we're going to get that fixed, and I really do like the stand. So more of this. I'd like to see even more. Let's do some Bloodwind and Fire and Guy Gardner and everyone else that, you know, Doomsday massacred. So you've heard my thoughts, and now I'm curious to know yours. Comment below, let me know. Let's talk everything DC Multiverse. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, remember, when it comes to the DC Multiverse, well, it's all in the name, baby, but I would really like to see a lot more 90s takes on these characters coming soon. And when they do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.